to be on the West Coast. What was that? Yeah, my collection came out about a little over a month ago. So I will be reading a short piece called The Coming Revolution. I want to tongue kiss a boy in a straight bar in St. Petersburg, Russia. Not a noble pursuit or a fulfillment of a lifelong dream. Not even something that would be close to the top of a list of things to do, should I ever bother to make such a list, which I won't. But right now, yes, I want to feel my spit crevicing around another boy's gums on the dinky, dimly lit dance floor of a bar not too far from the Nevsky Prospect, or perhaps Vygovsky, but certainly near one of the major canals of the Venice of the North, in the country that gave us Pushkin and Stalin, Tchaikovsky and dancing bears. I want the boy to be Russian. I want him to look Russian, act Russian, dress Russian, speak only Russian except for 7 words. You're hot. Will you kiss me, please? His lips, Molotov pink. His eyes blue as the Smolny Cathedral. His skin fairer than any Roman loves. He should smell Russian, but not like a Russian, who could very well smell vodka or sour cream or herring or all three. No, he should smell like the idea of Russia. A fragrant wind swirling through centuries and philosophies across oceans and dense, frigid continents, the pungent bouquet of accumulated contradictions. I want to kiss him because I can't. Well, I should say can't. I can, but at the risk of violence, or perhaps not violence, but at the very least interference, interrupting our kiss in a moment not of my own choosing, which wouldn't be satisfying, really. If I'm going to kiss a Russian boy in a bar in Petersburg, it should be a long, drawn-out kiss, cursive and purposeful like a river, maddening and endless like the daylight of the late June sky. Together we could feel an all-consuming perestroika, a dazzling surrendering of our breaths to each other's lungs. We could, but I imagine we won't. What we will feel is hands upon us, disapproving hands with hairy knuckles prying us apart and screaming at us, unintelligibly to me, although I'm sure I'll understand, words most foul and not particularly tourist-friendly. What we will feel is the thrust through an unmarked door, the repel of instant judgment, the slicing murmurs of people who can no longer enjoy themselves because we've upset their natural order. Now, if I were a woman, this wouldn't be the same. The Russian service industry accommodates lesbians quite smoothly, which, to be fair, is sort of true everywhere else in the world as well, but particularly true in Petersburg, where the women are demonstrably more beautiful than men. Even in my most generous moments, and when I'm really horny, I can be quite generous. I cannot deny the fact that 2 tricked-out on eyeliner Avril Lavigne-esque Natashas, currently second face to my right, make a far more aesthetically pleasing sight than your average Boris and Dmitry Homolbear. But is it fair to base decisions on aesthetics? Are we going to ask ugly people not to make out at a bar now? Will we face control, the lame, the zoftig, the large nose and zitted, the shiny foreheaded, the gap tooth? Besides, aesthetics are subjective. And many of the above leave some people breathless with anticipation. And even if I were to round up a pair of incontrovertibly gorgeous men to form a pulchritudely pleasing lip lock, this will still not win over the masses. Several questions pop up in my mind about this. As the straight population begins to get more and more queer, and more men are brazenly requesting their girlfriends to shove things up their asses, be they as tiny as pinky fingers or as large as strap-on horse dildos, I wonder if such perversions have spread to our manly men comrades of this former Soviet republic. Closet prostate queens have probably existed there and everywhere for millennia and beyond. But are these football and vodka obsessed beyond my wife for sport types really beginning to get vocal about their need for backdoor exploration? Not that we really have in the States yet, honestly, outside the big cities. Case in point, walking to the club this evening, I hear one of my fellow country people from Dallas make a comment about how she would never bring her husband to Russia after she got married. So I make a comment back about how he would have less to worry about than she did, as the Russian men aren't exactly break up my marriage material. She agreed and then added that apparently Russian women were very attractive. Apparently? Devichka, please, are girls from Dallas so afraid of appearing to be gay that they can't even call other women attractive? If remarking on the attractiveness of someone of your own gender instantly renders you a fag or at least a hetero of questionable integrity, then the world has truly not evolved. Does the Avril Lavigne reference date this piece? Maybe I'll remove it. Here's why I won't, though. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic that by the time people no longer know who Avril Lavigne is, my entire story will already be dated. By this I mean people will read and say, boys didn't kiss each other in bars in St. Petersburg? Really? Aw. prejudice. How precious. I'm optimistic that even in a place like Russia, where the hairs on the furry-backed men grow hairs, where there are high-heel marathons for women, where sexist stereotyping is the air you breathe, not that I'm breathing anything different, that even in this regressive backwater, enlightenment will soon rear its rainbow head and allow for fairies to skip arm in arm. Because I have seen the future, and it is metrosexualized. Boys have feelings now, which they wear on the sleeves of their fitted Ted Baker button-down shirts, featuring more than just a hint of the following colors: magenta, lavender, seafoam. Boys accessorize their belts, match their shoes, their titanium frames are purchased to bring out the hazel accents in their eyes. They skin cream, they floss, they pluck, they trim, they fashion magazine, they latte, they suppose instead of guess, they wonder instead of think, they perhaps instead of maybe. They watch quirky television shows with female lead characters while sipping micro-brewed beers, accompanied by artisanal cheeses, accompanied by condiments such as white watermelon mustard or sour cherry fig compote. They know the difference between a halter top and a tube, a mule and an espadrille. Do I want to kiss a metrosexual? If he is capital H hottie, yes. If he is drunk and seeking escape, no. If it's part of his journey towards self-acceptance, yes. If he's using me to get his girlfriend jealous, no. If it's full on with tongue, yes, yes, hell yes. If it's on the top of his head with a part of the cheek where his grandfather also kisses him, no. If it means I'm a naughty home-wrecking homo seeking to seduce young, impressionable, God-fearing straight boys to join the dark side by the simplest flick of my tongue 1,000 times, yes. If Putin himself would be upset, yes, but with an asterisk which stipulates that I'm not subject to polonium poisoning at any moment for the rest of my trip and beyond. If he needs to confirm he is straight, no. If it's out of pity for me because he understands how hard it is to want something as hot as him and never be able to really get it, no. If it makes him hard, yes, but only if it makes him happy hard and not confused hard. If he doesn't have to start to have an instant orientation crisis on the spot. If the moon is red and we are midnight cruising on the Neva and the glittery bridges are about to rise up and the drunk Russians in the boat alongside us are toasting us with Putinka and I reach for him and he doesn't hesitate and some of the Russians boo, but some of them cheer less loudly, yes. If his breath smells of Bokarov, no. If it smells of Baltica 8, spicy and sweet like a good microbrewed white beer should, yes. If he's hesitant, no. If he's first hesitant but then loosens up because he suddenly realizes my lips and my mouth and my very being excite him, yes. If he's a bad kisser, no. If he's a bad kisser who I can make better, maybe. If he's a bad kisser because he's only kissed women, and now he understands what it means to kiss and be kissed, what it means to feel deep, primal, sloppy lust. Hell to the yes. If he smells like Drakkar, no, but what self-respecting metro would smell like Drakkar? If it's so good we need to get a room, yes. If it's so good I start to fall in love with him, start imagining us in Mars Field, feeding each other grapes, and start sending him cryptic notes about our super close friendship, and then even more cryptic haikus that upset me when he doesn't manage to decipher them. No. Forgive me, I'm a man of stipulations. Thank you.